please notice me. I watch Asian cartoons. I'm a weeaboo. I live in my mom's house. I'm like 32. I collect swords and throwing stars. Yes, I'm a weeaboo. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but I will always be one step ahead of you. 'Cause I read the manga.
You're such a fucking pleb. You even Japanese, bro?
I haven't showered in like 16 weeks. All my friends and peers are ashamed of me. 'Cause all of a sudden, I think I'm Japanese. Yes, I'm a weeaboo. Yes, I'm a weeaboo. Yes, I'm a weeaboo. Yes, I'm a weeaboo. A filthy weeaboo.
Naruto's so overrated.
A dirty weeaboo.
You wanna see my katana collection?
A fucking weeaboo.
I'm learning Japanese on Rosetta
A
Stone.
disgusting weeaboo.
So I'm like basically Japanese now.
I live at my computer desk and argue with teenagers on the internet about atheism and how Japan is superior to other countries. I learned a bit of Japanese, so now I'm qualified to be a part of their community. So I made my avatar a kawaii waifu. Yes, I'm a weeaboo.
Oh, duh, everybody wears kimonos.
Yes, I'm a weeaboo.
Ninjas are still real, okay?
Yes, I'm a weeaboo.
Konnichiwa.
Yes, I'm a weeaboo.
Yeah, domo arigato.
A filthy weeaboo.
What's going on?
What is good, everybody? It's your boy, the one and only Ruby King, and welcome to R.A.W. Ruby analyzes the world. Ruby as watching. Ruby awesome world, or whatever you want to say, you know. Welcome. We got 9 people watching the stream. I know the intros are usually longer than where I normally have it, but I didn't get a lot of intros today. I had to really skip something up real quick. So it's nice seeing all of you here. Every single one of you, thank you for showing up to my very first stream in a long time, especially around this time. And that's not a gaming stream. And don't worry, for those that do like the gaming streams, however many of you are out there, the gaming streams are still going to be a thing. Most likely Thursday. You're gonna probably get one this Thursday. I'm working on a schedule. I just haven't have anything set in stone. And Ben used his white power against me, and he makes me feel like a second-class citizen yet again. All right, I thought that was only gonna happen with Cynic in 90s and sleeping, but you know, it's happening with fucking Ben. So now I got to fucking figure out how I want to reschedule my streams, and maybe to where I'm not streaming on top of my boy Ben. I don't want to make Ben angry. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't like him when he's angry, guys. But before I continue, guys, please, we are live. We are simulcasting this stream on. Am I still live? Yeah, I am live on. Yes, I am. Thank you, Jesus. I don't know why I'm not playing. I should be live on Twitch as well. But I'm also on the Rumbles. Let me just share this. Wrong thing. I'm not even in the stream on Rumble. Give me a second. Gonna get this link. Mute. There we go. Copy. And a motherfucking paste, baby. Paste. There goes the link to the. There go to the link to this of the stream to Rumble. Oh, did it go on to No, it did not. So I'm gonna have to fucking do this shit some other way. God damn it. It's like when I have it's like when I have this stream. When I'm dual streaming, I don't know why I'm not live on Twitch. Let me refresh. There we go. I am live on Twitch. But for some freaking reason, I can't share the stream on Rumble, but that's okay because I'll just do this. I'm gonna just make myself a mod. I should have did that a long time ago, but that's okay. And oh shit, I gotta do so much goddamn shit. I'm so discombobulated for the very first stream, but you know what? It's all good, baby. It's all good. So let me make myself mod and as moderator, managing moderator. Bam! So guys, here you guys go. Here's the link to the stream of Twitch. No, I don't even have it. Fuck! God damn it! This is terrible! Fucking terrible! How am I fucking already? Jesus fucking Christ! This is just... I knew I should have never done this. I knew it! I just always knew that I was just terrible at this. I should have listened to all those that were obviously better than me, like Frog fucking Tony. Oh, God. Why didn't I listen to... Why did I have to say that he was a simp? A dirty, disgusting simp who can't get any vagina, who can't get a woman to love him, especially woman who shows her booty hole on Instagram, not Instagram, whatever that fuck, OnlyFans. God damn it. Why? Oh, there it is. There you go, guys. Follow me on Twitch. Rumble, and wherever else you can follow me. And also subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. You know what? Since we got some people here who wants to be mods, because we're going to need some fucking mods. We're going to need some mods. I don't know how long this channel is going to last. I might not even be, this might be the only time I might be on this fucking, this platform. All right, on YouTube. Okay, Twitch and Rumble, I'm okay. On YouTube. All right. Then who knows how long I'm going to be here. Further into the future. I might not be here a week from now, a month. I might get 90 days at best. So please subscribe and follow to me on all these other platforms: Rumble, Twitch, Kick, when I'm streaming on Kick, because I'm on there too. So we're gonna make some moderators. And you know what? The bit, you're gonna be the first one to be a moderator. You wanna know why? Because I like you. That's why. You're a moderator, and you know what? Sarah, I see you in the chat. You gets to be a moderator. There you go. Uncle Vance, what's up, man? How you doing, dude? Who else can be a moderator? You know what? A series of bats. He's one of the best. You gets to be... Oh, wait. Why don't I go straight to your channel? You gets to be a moderator, too. A series of bats. You're like one of the best ones there is. Where it is. Standard. There you go. You know what? 90 Router. I'll make you a moderator too. You know, why the fuck not? Damn, there you go. You're a moderator. Who else is there? No, that's it. Oh, there goes Cynic. You know, I guess I'll make you a moderator. There you go, Cynic. Matter of fact, no, I'm not gonna make you a regular moderator. I'm gonna make you a... Oops. Oh, god damn it. Oh shit. I didn't mean to do that. What did I do? Unhide this channel. Unhide him. Oh my god. That's gonna make you a managing moderator. There you go. You're a managing moderator now. Fucking Cynic. Congratulations. Congratulations. You know, I was gonna give that to Sleeping, but it seems like Sleeping's not in the chat because, you know, everybody know. All right, everyone knows that if you see this woman in anyone else's chat and she's a moderator, Sleeping Psychopathy, I just want you all to know that she really hates black people. Okay, like she just fucking absolutely hate them. She does not view them as human. She views them as absolute vermin. That's what she does. She views them as vermin, and you know, but we still love her anyway, you know. So let's read these chats. We got Noxie. What's up, Noxie? Hi, Ruby. How are you, man? I'm doing good, man. I am ready to get this show on the road. We already got 15 people watching. Like this stream, guys. Like this stream. We got Garo Robo Shinwan, which is Wungun. Ruby has not sent me the link yet. What? What link? So leave and come back when I'm on. What are you talking about, Wungun? What are you talking? Wungun, you've been like saying, oh, Raw, this is the Ruby and Wungun show. No, that's not what Raw means. Ruby analyzes the world. Ruby ass watching. Ruby against Wiggers. You know, that's what this show is about. All right? Orion against Wiggers. Orion analyzes the work because Ryan's my middle name. Shiny, hey, what's up, man? How you been? Hey, Ruby, been a while, Shiny. How's everything going with you, man? Vabin, god damn it, now I hate anime. It's been a while. It has been a while, dude. It has been a while. Welcome to Ruby and Wungun Show plus Raw. No, it's just Ruby Show, Wungun. I'm sorry, Wungun. Hey, Ruby, what's up, Baki? How you doing, man? You're fat, dog. You're fat. You needs to be a moderator. You know what? I'm gonna make you a moderator. I don't know how good you are as a moderator, how good you can be. Where are you? I don't even see you in the chat on YouTube side. You're fat. Make another comment so I can make you a moderator. I guess YouTube hid you or something. A series of bats. Hey, bat. Skip that. Move on down. God damn it. It's been a while. It's really been a while. Congratulations on the new show. What up, Ruby Bear? I want to acknowledge Wungun until he beats me that fat foot. Wait, what? Till he beats me? Give me. Oh my god, I can't freaking read. I cannot. And we got Julian. Stormtrooper Julian Caesar over there on Rumble. I see you there, man. How you doing, dog? Thank you, Ruby. Send me the damn link. Wait, are you covering Shelp versus Chibi? Oh, just waiting. Just wait and see. In word, and you will see. You will see. Oh my god, it really has been a while since I've done this shit before. How you bet Ruby is bringing me on any minute, folks. Hey Rubes, what's up, Sarah? Ruby's Awesome World. You're gonna start doing tour reviews of Ryan's World. Maybe I will. You never know, man. I'm gonna skip a lot of these until I see some new people. Remember, guys, you're not supposed to watch you're not supposed to read the chat. That's something you're not supposed to do. I am show second seat. I should be on stage. Where's the link, Ruby? I'll be mod Ruby Bayer. No, where you at? Why aren't you showing up in the chat for me? That is very weird. Though StreamYard did say something earlier. Oh, I see Sleeping. I'm gonna make her my energy moderator. There you go, Sleeping. Let's see who else is here. I really need to get a mouse for this damn thing. What's up, Uncle Vegas? How you doing, man? It's been a while. Well, it hasn't been a while. You've been coming back over and over again lately. I like seeing you again, man. You're one of the old classic fucking subscribers of mine from back in the day. Are you on any other platforms? Yes, I am on Twitch. I am on Rumble. I am on YouTube. I'm on all three platforms. Jesus Christ. Here's the fucking Twitch stream. That's the link to the Twitch stream. If you need to get you a link, let me get the Rumble link real quick. Because when you're streaming on Twitch while using StreamYard, every time I put the link in the chat over on StreamYard, then the link goes straight to Twitch. I don't know why it does that. It is fucking weird, but it is what it is. It is what it is. And here's the link to the Rumble stream. Go and share that around if you guys can. Your fat hell. I'm deleting this account. Delete it. What's up, Bats? Why can't I not see you? Why can't I not see you? That is just the weirdest thing. But don't worry, you're fat. I will eventually make you a mod at some point. Don't you worry your heart out. What's up, Sweet Tooth? How you doing? I hope everything's good with you, my man. Ruby against Wiggers. I feel sorry for Cynic. Wait, Cynic is I guess he is kind of a Wigger, right? I'm here to remind Ruby of his place. God damn it! Why did I give you? Why did I even give you this? You damn woman. Why? All right, that's a lot of streams. Oh, wait, let me see. Oh, we got Jay Bomber in the house. This is embarrassing. Sure, kiss Sleeping's ass. we got my boy Michael Ferrero. Hell, Ruby, hell the rest of you. Hell, man. I hope everything's good with you. And I guess that's where I'm gonna wrap up. YouTube does not your fat's name. It might be it, maybe. Well, he shows up on the other streams, right? Ruby, everyone in VC is calling you a darkie. What does that mean? I think you know what that means. I'm not worried, Ruby. It's me and you against the world. We're always against the world. You're fat. We're always against it. Maybe YouTube doesn't like your name. But like I said, when I jumped into StreamYard did give me a warning about something going on with YouTube on YouTube's end. So maybe that could be it. I forgot exactly what it was. But anyway, I hope you guys have had a pretty good day. I had a pretty all right day, you know? I cannot complain at all. It was a good day. I made some good tips. And you know what? I lost a lot of weight. I'm like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm gonna eat some fucking food that I shouldn't be eating. And I was Raising Cane's. And boy, I enjoyed every bite, even though my fries was a bit too salty. You know when they put too much salt, you can literally taste the volume of the salt. Like you can hear the salt crunching on your teeth every bite. That's how I felt. But it was worth it. It was very worth it. I enjoyed it. I loved it. I need more food. I don't know the next time I'm going to eat. It's probably going to be a while. It will probably be a while. But when I do, I'm going to fucking love it. And that's what I am. I'm going to fucking love it. Wow, fried chicken. Shocker. Yes, it was fried chicken from Raising Cane's. Raising Cane's got some of the best chicken out there, man. You should really get you some. You should really get you some motherfucking Raising Cane's. You get that Raising Cane sauce, and then you dip it in that Raising Cane sauce, and you take a bite. No, then what you do, you take the Raising Cane's tender, you put it on top of the Texas toast. But their Texas toast gotta be some of the best Texas toast out there. And then you dip both of that in some ketchup or the Raising Cane sauce, and then you take a bite, and then you will be biting right into heaven. It is so tasty, so delicious. I'm promising you this. Brother. It is very delicious. I hear people say Raising Cane's, the only good thing about Raising Cane's is its sauce. I disagree. I think their tenders are good even without the sauce. Okay, their tenders are so goddamn good you can eat them out of garbage. And I can speak from experience because I was a hobo. I was a bum out there in the streets of New Orleans, living outside of my car, trying to survive. You know, it was the best thing was either eat that or a rat. All right, and I was not eating a rat. Plus, the rat was too fast. Guess I need to go back to New York to teach his turtle sons how to do ninjutsu and all that stuff. Raising Cane's toast is banging. It is very banging. Ruby, I'm hoping you're not eating human beings during World War IV. Wait. What happened to World War III and 3? What the fuck? I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive. You gotta do. I put hot sauce in the cane sauce. Look, I just found out that Cane has hot sauce, and apparently they've been had it, and I didn't know. My girlfriend told me she was getting some Cane. She's like, I'm gonna get some hot sauce with my chicken. I'm like, they got hot sauce over there. They got Cane's hot sauce. I never knew that. I never knew they had Cane fucking hot sauce, and I wish I did because it probably is good. I haven't had it yet. We don't have Raising Cane's. Y'all need to get you some. Y'all look, Raising Cane's is from Louisiana. I think it started off in BR, Baton Rouge, which is our capital. And I need to go up there and march to their headquarters and tell them, hey, you fucking coon asses, you need to give the Welsh some Raising motherfucking Cane's, okay? I mean, you don't need to go everywhere else in the UK because it seems like everything is like just a drive away. Y'all like basically states or something, right? So put Raising Cane's over there in Wells, you know. Rats are fast. Rats are too fast. They are very fast. They're very fast fucking critters, man. Tenders are simple, a vehicle for delicious sauce. Yes, they are. Simply a vehicle for delicious sauce. What do you think about other fried chicken franchises? KFC is overrated. Popeyes is the best. Church's slightly better than Raising Cane's, but it is garbage too. What's that fucking one that I went to in Florida? Fuck, I forgot the name. Bojangles? Is it Bojangles? Yeah, Bojangles. It's a Filipino one. I think it's Bojangles. Their chicken is pretty goddamn good. Like, pretty damn good. And in Louisiana, we have a chicken, a fast food chicken chain. I wouldn't really call it fast food, but chicken, fried chicken chain called Brothers Chicken. Pretty much, I'm pretty sure it's scattered throughout all Louisiana, if not just mostly the southern parts, New Orleans and whatever. Their chicken is banging, but it's mainly banging when it's fresh out the grease. When it's old, it's not as good. You know what I'm saying? It's not like Popeyes. You can, like, if you could put Popeyes in the freezer, reheat that bitch, and then bam, it's good. It tastes just like it just came out of the grease. You do that with Brothers Chicken, it just, I don't know. It's something about their grease, I think, what they're fucking frying their chicken in. There's something about it. Tell me about Church's Chicken. Church's Chicken is all right. It's better than KFC, but it's just not as good as Popeyes. Not even close. But their biscuits are way better than Popeyes. Stop telling me about all these fried chicken franchises, okay? I get it. I'm black, all right? And black people eat chicken. We like to eat chicken, all right? You guys don't know what it's like to being a black man in motherfucking America. You don't know. Everyone's expecting you to eat watermelons, to fucking eat fried chicken, to drink. What's your favorite Kool-Aid flavor? It's not grape, okay? Contrary to popular beliefs, it's not grape flavor, even though grape flavor is pretty damn good. Baki, no Jollibees is, yeah, Jollibees. There you go. I don't know why I was like, I kind of get those two mixed up. I don't know why. I only had Jollibees once. Only had it once, Baki, and that was it. And when I had it, it was delicious. And it also came with this little fucking weird shit that I bought it with. I forgot what it was. It looked disgusting as all hell, but I ate it. It was pretty good. I know Popeye's biscuits can Minecraft you if you don't have a mouthful of water. You need a drink to wash that shit down. You will die eating that. You will motherfucking die. How do you feel about purple drink? That's a drug. How about that? Purple drink's good. Purple drink is good. Love Jollibees. Yeah, Jollibees is good. Well, whenever I go back to Florida, I'll stop at a Jollibees again. His favorite flavor is red. Actually, you are correct. That's like the fruit punch flavor. That's like the fruit punch flavor. Guys, by the way, go and reshare this stream. You know, that'll be great. Reshare it. I will very much like that. Oh, by the way, Jay Bama, I'm going to also mod you too, buddy. I see you in the chat, and you're going to be a mod. That's right. You're a moderator. Oops. Oh, I don't want to be managing moderator. Hold up. I want you to be I want you to be a normal moderator. Standard. There you go. There you go. Do you play bass? I wish I played bass, man. I really do wish I do. I did. That would be pretty cool. I always wanted to learn guitar. What that is, a saxophone. I had a chance to learn piano or the keyboard, but I destroyed my keyboard, so I didn't learn. I didn't learn it. You know, it is what it is. But anyway, guys, we got other things to talk about. Enough of talking about my blackness. All right. the curse inflicted upon me from God as some cruel joke, you know? Enough about that, okay, guys? We need to talk about this epidemic that's been happening recently and a little bit in the past, right? We need to talk about that. We need to talk about all the bullshit that's going on with it, okay? Because there are some things in this world that just need to be discussed, you know? You need to have an honest opinion, okay? Sometimes when you're going around the world and you just have to sit down on your chair and think to yourself, is it okay to fuck children? Yeah, I know, right? That's pretty insane. And the answer is no, it's never okay to fuck children. It should never be okay to fuck them. It should never be okay to jerk off to them. It should never be okay to have any sexual relationship with these children at all. It's that simple. But for some reason, there are people that genuinely have these conversations, okay? Back in the dark ages, there were a group of people. I'm not going to say who they are, but some of them you may know who they are, all right? But I won't say exactly who they are. They came together and was asking if it's A-okay to do these terrible things to kids if they were not, should I say Goyim? Should I say that? I don't know. Read the Epstein files. It happened. Read Talmud. Read the goddamn Talmud. But that's the dark ages. Now we're in the modern ages. We got to talk about it. We got to talk about these degenerates that are lolly enjoyers. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed their time here tonight. This channel will never survive. You know what, Sleeping? That's the point. It's not supposed to survive. That's why, yeah, go and follow me on Twitch and Rumble. Guys, the link's in the chat, guys, somewhere. Go follow me on Twitch and Rumble, guys. Like, seriously, go and follow me there. If you guys not going to do that, then you're absolutely crazy. You're absolutely crazy. YouTube isn't forever. YouTube is not forever. I give it a month. I give it a month. But yeah. But yeah, so that's what's going on in the world, right? So recently, right? There's a guy named Chibi Reviews. Do you guys know who Chibi Reviews is? I know there's one person that know who Chibi Reviews is that's watching this stream right now. I barely know the kid. Oh, I guess he's not really a kid. I've seen a few things about him. I've never watched his up until recently. I've never watched any of his content. Maybe back in the day I used to hear like inklings about him, but never really cared to look into this this weirdo that name is Chibi Reviews. Never really looked into him. Well, Chibi Reviews is this fucking big YouTuber. I think he has let me check. He has like 489,000 fucking subscribers. That is a lot. That's a lot. Damn, Ruby King has not got deported yet. The Crown is collecting those big L's today. You know it. You know it. But yeah, so he has over 400,000 subscribers. He's almost at 500,000 subscribers. Those are really good numbers. So he's a pretty popular guy over in this space of anime, right? So Chibi Reviews recently got into it with a another fucking YouTuber. Not YouTube. Well, I guess he is a YouTuber, but this guy's special. I'm going to show you guys the tweet. It caught my attention a while ago, and I just have to show it. I just have to show it. Don't worry, guys. You won't see all my porn tabs. I promise. So this is Chibi Reviews right here. This is his YouTube channel. This is his X account. Instead of countering what I said, he decided to start entirely new conversation because he knew I'm right. What is he talking about? You admit you rather water down terms, wasting police resources to help criminals with false calls. You are literally comparing drawings to a living person, breathing person. What could he be talking about? Now, there's this guy named Slurpy, Slap, Slurp, Slap, Slip, Sleepy Slapper Slop. I don't know his name. I don't know his name, but he is responding to this guy who responded to Chibi Reviews' other tweet. And this is the tweet that he responded to. Fuck it. I'm making a Loli defense video today. Already been canceled. Had 100,000s of death threats and false accusations. I have nothing to lose and will not stop speaking up for freedom of expression within artwork. No wonder your fiance cheated on you. If you guys don't know, Chibi Reviews, I think, if I'm not mistaken, he had a divorce with his wife when he found out that she was fucking his friend behind his back. Which is not good, I guess. Sucks for him, right? I know, it sucks for him, that he got cucked by his friend, Oh, look, a piece of shit that has to bring it completely. Wait, excuse me, guys, I can't fucking read today. I can't motherfucking read today. Oh, look, a piece of shit that has to bring in completely separate things because he can't counter what I said. How to avoid acknowledging what I said. I mean, kind of has a point there. I mean, but a lot of people don't have respects for people like Chibi Reviews. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys in the chat also don't have respect for Chibi Reviews. Why? Because Chibi Reviews is a lolicon. Do you not know what a lolicon is? A lolicon is a person, is basically a guy that is super into underage anime characters, specifically anime characters that are childlike. Okay, childlike anime characters that are called lollies. They're lollies, and if you're a fan of lollies in a sexual way, then you are a lolicon. And Chibi Reviews, well, you'll probably be learning a little bit more about him. He really likes Loli, and I mean really likes them unhealthily. So he's not a good guy. He's not a good guy in a lot of people's eyes. All right, to really like childlike entities, to like childlike beings. He doesn't like, he's not. So he's going up against Schlope. All right, Schlope is Schlopey is basically this pedo hunter. Like literally, Schlopey is a pedo hunter. He hunts pedos like me. All right. But he does more of a good thing. He actually get these guys arrested from what I know. See, it says right here, 3 plead guilty, 6 Roblox arrests, 3 pled guilty. He goes after I watched one of his streams, or not streams, his videos, and he goes after Roblox guys. There's that whole thing going on in Roblox with the pedophiles over there aiming after children. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Like he was a Roblox player or something like that, and his little thingy community, because you can make like communities in Roblox where you make like little video games so you can play. His little community got like yeeted, and his account got like banned off of Roblox because Sloppy was he was exposing the degeneracy that was going on over there in Roblox. And I've heard a lot of about the degeneracy, or I should say a little bit about the degeneracy, right? Like basically, there's pedophiles on Roblox. Or PDF files if you want to be safe. There's pedophiles on Roblox, right? And he exposed all these little weird games and other games that maybe not be weird, but that pedophiles infiltrated. Like one of them is like, how you do a dating app? It's a left, you swipe left and then you swipe right. Where there's one like that. It's like a game like that. Do you like me? Yes, no. And pedophiles have basically built that game to attract kids. It's very weird. It's very weird. Keep your kids off of Roblox, legitimately. And if you don't keep them off of Roblox, monitor the shit out of it. Legitimately, it is bad. So yeah, and Sloppy is also a victim himself within this Roblox thing. I think some guy tried to take advantage of him when he was young. So here it is again. Not only did your fiance cheat on you, but your friends sided with her. I really wonder what happened behind closed doors if you're out here so publicly defending Lolicon. My fiance was a Shotokan. What? Okay, I didn't catch that. That one caught me by surprise. Don't know what a Shotokan is or Shota? Okay, a Shotokan is basically the opposite of a lolicon. It's a person that really, 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 really likes shotas. And shotas are just the opposite of a lolly. Basically, little boys. I remember trolling a shota on Twitter like 2 years ago. It's hilarious. He was really into Goku, like kid Goku. Not adult Goku, kid Goku. Really into him. Like really. It's fucking disgusting. Do some research on that. She also liked lollies too. You're changing topics because you know I'm right. Attacking someone's personal life to change the subject matter. This speaks volumes about your character and it's not about helping victims. Are you sure about that, Chibi? Roblox safety advocate, 6 Roblox arrests, 3 pled guilty. 3. I don't know. I don't know, Chibi. I don't know. Let's hop on Gideon's stream right now. More than willing to talk. Now, Gideon is another fucking pedo hunter, guys. I believe he caught EDP 445 a second time. Going out there for a cupcake. You know, EDP also is responsible for the original channel being taken down. Yeah. Yes. Yo, what's up, Keenan Fox? How you doing, brother, man? It's been a while. Nice seeing you, man. Nice seeing you. What's up, Ruby? Long time no here. Man, it's nice seeing you. I'm glad you showed up, buddy. Please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Anyway, let's continue. Let's continue this shit. I ain't debating with someone that resorts to slander instantly instead of addressing my points. I have no interest in talking with someone that has bad faith arguments. I think personally, Chibi Reviews doesn't want to do this because arguing on the side of defending lollies. What's up, Scribe Comics? Arguing on the side of defending lollies is not a winning side. It's just not. No, I mean, the best you really have and the best these Lolicon enthusiasts have is that it is a drawing. It's just an illustration. But the problem comes with that argument. It all breaks down to, well, why do they have to be naked? Why is it sexual? Why does it have to be porn? Why are you jerking off to this? You know? And then once you get there, that's where everything just sort of breaks up and breaks apart. So you don't have the argument because it's a losing argument. And not only is it a losing argument, it becomes a circular argument. Because then the other side is like, well, it's still a child, and then the lie is like, but it's just a drawing, and it's just a child, it's just a drawing. It just goes in circles and circles and circles, and it's basically there is no resolution. You know, both you're not convincing one side or the other. Now the lollies, the lolicon, the guys, the lolly defenders. Just one thing about the lolly defenders that Schwab and all these other guys are going to be getting is that these motherfuckers defend lolly tooth and motherfucking nail. It is crazy. They defend this shit tooth and goddamn nail. They will not let up. And they don't care if they're on the losing side of the argument. They're going to come at you like fucking, like a literal army. Look at it. Look, 89. I can guarantee you that at least half of these motherfuckers that are commenting within this thread are a bunch of lolicons attacking Schrump, calling him all kinds of names, saying whatever the fuck they can about him, and basically saying, you don't have anything to attack his arguments because you are just going to insult him. Lolicons are not pedophiles. They're not. I ain't debating. I read already. Sharpie said, I just pointed out your fiance's cheated and your friend group still cut you off, which says a lot. You're presently on Twitter defending content that sexualizes children. I'm down to talk this out live instead of arguing on replies, be it your channel or Gideon's. Now again, Schlepp basically took out a bunch of pedophiles, at least 3 that we know of, who pled guilty. of their crimes or roadblocks. He's going out there doing the good work, unlike me, who just robbed their asses. He's going out there doing the good work, getting these goddamn bastards off of the goddamn streets. You know, these creeps, these, what I used to say on my channel when I try to be careful, these closeted peeps, you know. That was thanks to my boy Gohan, aka Dr. Awesome. Because he didn't want to say cheese pizza. Like, you know what? We're not going to say cheese pizza. We're going to say closeted peeps. These closeted peeps out here are fucking going around, fucking all these goddamn you know what's it. And we got to do something about it. All right? Now, Chibi Reviews wants to defend Lolicons. He wants to defend lollies. So he made that video, guys. He made the video so people can be so he can defend Lolicons, his disgusting fetish. That's what he's doing. That's what he did. And we're gonna EFAP that video, guys. But first, let's say hi to the chat. Let's say hi to the chat. Damn, Ruby King. Oh, I read that already. Black people have really unique takes. Yeah, thank you very much. Uncle Vegas, I've only heard of him recently after his girlfriend cheated on him with his best friend. Yeah, his fiance is a Shotokan. You know what? Here's the thing about Shotokans, right? Everybody talks all mad shit about lollies, which are girls. But rarely do people talk about the shotas. And don't get me wrong, I'm pretty sure they feel equally as disgusted about the shoulders as they do the lollies, but you don't hear people say anything about the shoulders. You don't. All right, and I do find that very interesting. Like it's just kind of like real life. Like no one really cares about boys. You know, I mean, people do, but for the most part, society don't care about what happened to boys. But let it happen to a little girl. Let it happen to Susie, and then she's all on the news, and all kinds of things are happening. You know. But yeah, anyway, you're fat. So basically, Frog Tony and Chibi Reviews are the same person. I wouldn't say that exactly. He hunts pedos like Ruby. Pedos like no, I'm not a Ruby. I mean, I'm not a pedo. I'm not a Ruby. Yeah, he does hunt them. He really does. But I wouldn't say like me. He's actually managing to get them arrested, you know, and he's actually working with law enforcement and all that bullshit. I chose not to work with law enforcement because I didn't trust law enforcement. And you know, I fucking robbed them. You know, I can say that fucking statutes of limitation has been, you know, are basically gone. It's a 6-year statute of limitation for blackmail extortion. So no, I would say he was better than I. He was better than I. He did it better than me. You know, I don't know if he's outright exposing them. If he's just like, because I've been looking through all the Schleps, his all of his things, his videos, but at least he's doing something else, doing what I was doing. You know. But what I was also doing, I think, also helps society as well. You know, you know, there's the guys that actually beat up pedophiles. I forgot their names. I used to watch their videos were always trending back in the day, like a year or two ago, right? And like there was one guy he got hit over the head with a pumpkin, and a guy that got beat up in Walmart, and all these other guys slapping the fuck out of pedophiles and shit. I like that. It's entertaining to watch. I do not feel sorry for them. And it sends a message. And I think that's the thing that fucking Frog Tony and his little fucking Goombas, like fucking little movie perp, don't fucking understand is that whether you're killing them, I should say Minecrafting them, whatever, whether you're Minecrafting them or robbing them or outright embarrassing them or getting them arrested, all of that shit sends out a message. This is not okay. This will not be tolerated online. And you hope that they won't do it again. Usually they won't. I'm willing to bet that most of them don't. And here's my one evidence. Theo Lee Ronan. That's my one evidence. Somebody tried, and I did try, but other things happened. I did try. But Theo Lee Ronan, someone tried to get Theo Lee Ronan to basically fuck up again to see if he'll go after an underage girl, and he leaked the fucking messages and everything, and he showed that no, he's not going after these girls. Good, he's recovered, I guess. No, not recovered, rehabilitated. I guess that's the same thing, right? I guess that's the same thing. So he knows not to fuck with anyone, but at the same time, Theo Lee Ronan probably also understand I'm a big name, and he's not as dumb as he looks sometimes. And that he can't just do that. You know what I'm saying? But that's just the hope, right? And I'm like I said, I'm willing to bet that these guys will not do this shit again. Think about it. If you get robbed of your money, $1,000. Unless you're big balling like that, $1,000 is $1,000 gone, right? So you now got to look over your head whenever you're on. You now got to look over your head whenever you're online talking to underage girls, all right? Wondering if this person is going to rob you, beat you, kill you, or if it's a cop. All right. So you got those 4 things to worry about other than just being arrested. And I think that's good. If it gets someone to second guess, that's better because that protects children even further. You know, it does. And that's what they don't understand. I'm sorry, I'm drinking. And that's what they don't understand, in my opinion. Personally, I think they're trying to protect them. You know, in my opinion. Johnny Evolution says, to be real, lollies aren't only child. You know, they're lolly babas. What the fuck is that? Legal lollies and other variants. What the fuck? I understand legal lolly, but what the fuck is a lolly babas? What the fuck? What is that? Noxie, his fiance is a Ken and Akuma player. She plays Street Fighter. Okay. I really don't know why I'm jerking off to what? What the fuck? Wait, what are you jerking off to? My voice, my sexy voice. Shiny Evolution said, I won't care about the lolly. I won't care about the lolly drawings, just like when I seen statues of naked people. Okay. May Ruby King recall a story of his time in the trenches for us. Wait, you want me to recall a story of when I fucked up a lot, a fucking pedophile, but you know where I robbed a pedophile. All right, so there was this one pedophile, right? I'm gonna tell you my first guy. I remember his name. His name was Michael. He was an old fat white guy from out of state. And he was in Louisiana working on like a construction thing. I think they were building a Rouse's, which I don't know if you guys know what a Rouse's is, but it's basically a grocery store. They were building a Rouse's and I found him. Anyway, so the way I used to do my hunts, I used to go on Craigslist, right? I used to go on Craigslist. I would make a post, posing to be a girl, right? I'm lonely. I just want someone to talk to, or anybody want to talk, blah 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 blah. And I'll get like a lot of fucking emails, and the conversation will spark. And I got a lot of people, and Michael was one of them. I got so many fucking people. One of the reasons why I stopped is because the shit got depressing after a while. And there's only so many dick pics you can view until you're like, I'm done. I'm done. I don't want to see no more dicks. Okay. I don't like after the third the dick pic. All right. Especially knowing that they're sending it to a child that they believe is a child, it gets pretty weighing on your mind. It's like, I don't want to do this no more. This is just depressing. Like you get a glimpse of how people can be like they're real like evil, they're disgusted in this, right? And so Michael answered the call, and me and him had a little back and forth in the email. I sent pictures. I found the pictures of a girl. You guys can go look her up. She was definitely legal. I made sure of it. Loch Ness Chan, the beautiful petite white girl from New York with beautiful blue eyes and black hair. I even found her on like a couple of years later. I found her on Twitter. But I don't know what happened to her. I think she deleted her Twitter and she moved on. So I copied a bunch of her pictures, cropped them out because they had a logo on it, cropped them out, and I used to send her pictures to those guys, and I sent them to Michael. Michael thought he was talking to this petite girl who he believed was 16 or 15. I used to go between the ages. Sometimes they'll be 15, sometimes they'll be 16. And so we had like lots of conversations, and I found out where he was working because he told me, and I looked it up and like, oh, you're at Rouse's. You're building this Rouse's over up a bit further up north in Louisiana and all this other stuff. And he would tell me everything but like shit about his wife and all these other things. He sent pictures, and I sent pictures because Loch Ness Chan also had pictures of her, doing things. And so I'm like, one of the funny things is like, I'm gonna trick him into thinking like I'm really real. Like, hey, come see me. And I'm like, hey, look, come see me. My parents, they left. Give me some Taco Bell. I took that from TCAP. I watched a lot of To Catch a Predator at the time too. And he really got the Taco Bell. He got the Taco Bell, got my Baja Blast and everything. And he was on his way to come to the address that I sent to him. Which was not my address. I wasn't that dumb. And I was like, oh shit, he's really coming. He's like, I'm almost there. So I'm like, fuck, how do I get this guy to turn around? How do I get this guy to turn around? He's like 5 minutes away. I was like, man, I gotta tell him that my parents are back. So I was like, but a text message, he might get a little bit too suspicious. And I kind of want to keep him like, like threading him, like keep him like a cat on a yarn. You get what I'm saying? Like, I want to keep coming back for more. So I'm like, and I'm not getting money from him at this point. I'm not. So I'm like, all right, I know what I'm going to do. So I called him. I called his phone from my phone, and I put on the most feminine voice I could possibly get while also kind of whispering like, hey, you got to turn around. My parents, they're coming back. You cannot come. They're coming back. And he's like, okay, baby girl. And then he hangs up the phone and he drives off. I was like, oh God, he was convinced by my feminine voice. And he fucking went away, and he went back to where he went. I was like, all right. Because, I needed him to show intent. You know what I'm saying? Not only do I have pictures of his face, know his job, and got a picture of his old white penis, I wanted to show that he was willing to, like actually show up and have sex with this girl. That's why I also need him to go away, and also create a way for him to want to come back to continue conversations. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna finally get him. The next fucking day, I used to have the tweet too. I mean, not tweet, the text message. The next fucking day, I was like, hey, baby, what's up? He's like, I'm doing good, baby girl, blah, blah, blah. Yesterday was wild. I'm like, yeah, it was pretty wild. And then I just went ham. You sick motherfucker, you dirty, disgusting bitch. I'm a grown-ass man. These are not my exact words, but I was basically yelling at him with broken fucking black English. So you can imagine the text, and I'm like, you son of a bitch, you're a disgusting fuck, and I'm going to expose you to your entire fucking family, Michael. And guess what? I got your Facebook. And I showed him his Facebook. I know his family. I know his wife. I know his kids. I know his grandkids. I know everything. I'm going to expose your old fat white ass. Blah, 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 blah. He's like, well, no, don't do this. Why are you doing this to me? I'm like, okay, I won't do it to you, you fat fuck. But you gotta pay me. He's like, what? I'm like, you gotta pay me. If you pay me money, I won't expose you. And he's like, oh, how much you want? And I went, I want $5,000. This motherfucker, this pedo fuck had the goddamn nerve to fucking haggle me. Haggle me. Like that. You son of a bitch. You're being extorted. You can't haggle me. This son of a bitch, like, I don't have $500. No, I said $500. I don't have $5,000. Like, what the fuck? You're building a goddamn houses. Of course you got $5,000. So like, whatever. I really just wanted $1,000 out of him, but I aimed high anyway, just in case he was gonna haggle me. So that was good on my part. And so he's like, okay. He's like, I can't give you $5,000. Like, okay, well, you gotta give me 1,000 at least. If you can't give me 1,000, I'm about to expose you. He's like, okay, I'm gonna give you 1,000. Now this is the dumb move. I'm like, okay. He's like, okay, I'm gonna give you 1,000. Where do I give you 1,000? I'm like, you send it through Western Union. Oh no, not Western Union. Excuse me, MoneyGram. It was because there was a MoneyGram in the airport. So like, you send it through MoneyGram. He's like, okay, I'll send it through MoneyGram. All right, what's your name? And I get Also, dumb move. I gave him my real name, blah, 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 blah. And he sent it through MoneyGram. And I'm like, all right, you'll never hear from me again. But if I see you again doing this weird shit, blah, 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 I'm gonna fucking expose you to your family and everyone and the cops, which I was lying about the cops. Because I don't trust the cops. And he's like, okay, I will never do this again. I promise. I learned my lesson. I'm like, you damn sure you fucking did learn your lesson, you old white fuck. And so I got $1,000 out of him. Bam! And then after that, I was making money. Never did it through MoneyGram or Western Union or anything like that again. It was just Cash App. You know, nowadays I'll probably just do Bitcoin. If I were to do it again, like you gotta get Bitcoin. So yeah, I did that for like what, 2 years? And yeah, not 2 years, like a year. Excuse me. I did that for like a year, and it was fun. And again, I stopped because there's only so much you can take, and you learn something. You learn a lot from these guys, and that's why I don't really like pedophiles. I mean, that's one reason why I don't like them. I don't like pedophiles, and it's just fuck them. You know what I mean? Fuck them. It's disgusting. It gets sad seeing that type of degeneracy and learning that type of thing. And I had guys that I never got to do anything to because they were like, there was this one black guy that did it. Like, he sent the dick pic, and I guess when he did it, he felt so much guilt, so much shame about what he done to this this girl that he said, sorry, I didn't mean to do it. He's like, sorry, I should have never done that. And then he fucking left. There was a lot of people like that. Weird how none of them were Mexican, though. A lot of Mexicans like, yeah, oh man, those are some wild times, man. Those were some wild times. But anyway, we need to look at Chibi Reviews. That's what we need to do. We need to look at Chibi Reviews. Enough about my war stories, my time in the trenches, okay? We need to look at Chibi motherfucking Reviews. Chibi Reviews and him defending Lolicon. Because Lolicon needs being a Lolicon needs defending. Lolicons are weird and needs to be jailed. So let's see if Chibi Reviews, which was uploaded like a week ago, let's see if he defends this shit correctly. You know, if he does a good job. So let's ambigonate this and let's watch Chibi Reviews.
I want to catch a lot of heat for this video and probably.
Oh god, look at this fuck. God damn it! Why does he have to be wearing a Dragon Ball t-shirt? I'm just realizing this shit. He's wearing a goddamn Dragon Ball t-shirt. Son of a bitch! Look at him. Look at these glasses. Look at the hair. You know, he kind of does have that weird, you know, PDF file look. Oh, look, he got the soy jack mouth. He got the soy jack face, guys. Why haven't anyone done this? Why haven't anyone done this?
I want to catch a lot of heat for this video and probably receive hundreds of thousands of death threats for even making a video discussing lollies and even trying to defend lollies, but we're going to get right into it because I've already faced death threats, I've already faced slander, false accusations, people doxing.
He says slanders and false accusations. I got some other things I got some other things I'm going to show or explain about Chibi Reviews. That are pretty sus as fuck.
Me, sending me stuff in the mail, all sorts of horrific stuff for my stances on fictional content. So, you know what? Screw it. I'm not going to bow down and bend the knee. I'm going to just straight up get into what needs to be said. And so this is a post that crossed my feed today by Real Schlep. Now, you might not know who this is, but
that's how you say it, Schlep? Schlep? Let me say Slurpy Slurp.
is a very high chance you do. This individual is someone that is very well known for being a pred catcher. They are someone that makes their entire channel around catching predators on Roblox and different forms of the internet, as you can see here, and they have 2.4 million followers. So this is a pretty large channel that gets very decent views, as you can see here, 7.7 million views, 8 million views. Obviously, they are very successful as a content creator, someone that is way
Yeah, very successful. Like, look at these views: 7.7 mil, 8.6 mil, 5.3 mil. These are views that Frog Tony dreams he can get, man. Schlepp is a big YouTuber. Forgot how many subscribers he got, but it's a lot. It is a lot. I'm not gonna lie. When I was watching Schlepp's video, I was watching this one. This is the first and only video I watched of Schleppy Schlepp. Sure. When I was watching it, I was kind of getting inspired to like get back in the game. I'm like, you know what? I didn't really get these fucking pedophiles. I didn't really get them good. I mean, especially that one that really got away. I didn't really get them fucking good, you know? Because at one point I was thinking about like, actually a lot of times I was thinking about like going back and getting pedophiles and making content on them. But I never went through with it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and plus there's better people do. There's people who do it better than me. I might still jump in it. You know what I'm saying? Just hey, let's go after pedophiles. Let's expose them. Let's prank them. Let's do whatever the fuck I can to them. But YouTube, and I think maybe Twitch too. I'm not too sure. They have terms and services that probably won't really allow for that because a lot of these pedo hunters, they can't they're not very much welcome on YouTube. I think Schleppy Schlepp might be the outlier in all this, but you know, there's Alex Rosenbaum, there's a couple of others I can't remember, maybe Gideon, I could be wrong about him, who just can't, at least from what I've seen, from who just can't catch a break with fucking YouTube. YouTube like fucking knocks them off. Like, no, we don't want you. Like Alex Rosenbaum got taken out like right after the EDP shit. Like, what the fuck? Nothing really happened, you know, with the whole EDP thing. It's not like EDP got into a big old fight. Like, I can understand like the pedophiles who would get beaten. You know, I can understand YouTube like being like, we don't want that. That's too violent for YouTube. It's, you know, that's not safe. But when it's like, hey, look, we just expose you. We don't even show what. We might say what you talked about. We might say what you bought or showed to the decoy, but we're not going to show it. We're not going to show that graphic shit onto YouTube. We're not going to attack you. We're not going to beat you up. We're not going to rob you, but we're all going to, you know, embarrass this person and all this other shit, right? And YouTube's like, no, we don't want that. We don't want that on this platform. And all. It's like, why? You know, this is shit that needs to be important. This is real life shit. These people should be exposed. And you're literally one of the biggest, if not the biggest, fucking internet platform ever. And you're snuffing out their voices so that they can. So for what? You can protect the pedos? It's weird to me. You know, it's weird. It makes me wonder a lot about YouTube. It really does.
Beyond my success, I am just a drop in the bucket in comparison to this individual that is making YouTube content. However, what really shocks me is that an individual that has their entire career based around being a predator catcher is someone that cannot separate fiction from reality. That is what really blew me away when I saw this post today, and the amount of damage that this post and this individual is going to cause to actual real people and victims out there.
Oh, what's up, Ben? I didn't even see you there, buddy. What's up, Ben? How you doing? What is a Lolicon? Where is Wungun? And why is this dastard tarnishing Dragon Ball? This is Chibi Reviews, and a Lolicon is basically an underage anime character. Actually, by the way, Lolicon is not just anime characters, it's any fictional character. I guess you could say animated or comic, you know, or illustrated, that is underage or have a body type, as the Lolicons would say, a body type of an underage girl.
and allow criminals to actually get away. He also responded to me twice before I even uploaded this video, and instead of even countering the points I made, he decided to go straight into slandering me, bringing up my personal life that's completely irrelevant to the topic at hand, and basically shifting the subject matter away from the topic to kind of muddy the waters and basically try to make my points seem kind of invalid when he's not even addressing my points to begin with. So I think more or less the case is closed, that this man right here actually doesn't care about victims and people. He's more or less just wanting brownie points, making a profit off of people, and that's about it. So
you think that's what it is? You think that he just wants brownie parts and points and making a profit off of people? I mean, maybe that might be true. Chibi Reviews. Maybe that might be true, but I don't think that undermines the positive actions he is taking, that he is making in the world by actually getting people locked up. I mean, again, it says right here, 3 pled guilty, 6 roadblocks arrest, 3 pled guilty. That's a good thing. He should be commemorated for that. That's what we should be doing, you know? And I think that's where you're kind of missing the point too, Chibi Reviews. We'll get into that.
this is pretty, it says a lot about his character, honestly, just seeing these type of posts from him. And so let's just get right into this. So first off, let's address the elephant in the room, which is what Schlep is talking about. He's talking about how lollies are basically, if you like lollies, you defend lollies, you're a PDF. That's what he is pretty much saying in this post. And what's very interesting about this post, by the way, with him trying to compare the two of fictional content that's a drawing on a piece of paper or an animated pixel, he actually edited his post here, which Packer Girl showcases a screenshot, and I'll showcase this as legit in a second. But basically, you can see his original post here. You know, he actually has anime in front of it, showcasing what he's actually talking about. Then he quickly edited his post to remove it to make it seem more extreme than it actually is. And I don't think
it really matters. I stand with Ginny on when saying Lolicon, it's pedophilia. Can't tell you how many predators I've caught that end up having some type of anime child erotica. I don't think that really matters too much, but Chibi Reviews, you're probably never going to watch this, but here's the thing, all right? And I told this to another YouTuber online like some years ago, when I had a conversation with them about the whole Lolicon thing. They were really into Lolicons and all that other stuff, right? And I told them, this shit will never be accepted over here in the West. Japan is actually changing a little bit too. I don't know if it's because the more popular anime is getting, that they're like, we need to kind of like, you know, change things here and there to make them more suitable for the global market or whatnot. And if Lolly have to change, fine, it's not a big deal. But over here in the West, you are American. I believe you're American. Chibi Reviews, that shit just will never be accepted. You know, like the sexualization of underage minors is just not a thing that gel well with people. And just like I told this person, there are a lot of people who are fathers and mothers, who are uncles and aunts, big brothers, cousins, or whatnot. When they see this shit, it's not, they think of them, and that they become protective of kids. Yes. Is this shit fictional? Yes, it is. Is it harming anyone? Technically, no, it's not. But it's degenerate, and people just, it can open up doors to fucking more degeneracy. You know what I'm saying? And I used to be the type of person like, no, it won't. People understand fiction from reality, but as the years and time went on, it's like, no, maybe a lot of these guys don't. You know, maybe a lot of these guys have a lot of screws loose. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, because there's a YouTuber, an old YouTuber, I forget his name, the black guy, really anime fan. He was also a lolly defender who wound up, I believe he got caught with real CP, or he tried to actually do something with a real minor, and he went to prison for like 10 years. He was just gone off of YouTube for like 10 years, and he came back, and then he had a whole bunch of story. What's up, Zebra Comics? How you doing, man? So it's like dude, you can't like. It's just not. Yeah, you can't defend this shit. You just really can't. No matter how bad you want. And so the normal people, call them normies or whatever, they will see this shit and call you a pedophile. That's just where their minds are going to ultimately go. And you can't say they're wrong for thinking that. You know, I can't say they're wrong for thinking that if you're jerking off to motherfucking Kana from Dragon Maid, if you're fucking beating your meat to Anya from fucking Spy X Family, all right? If you're fucking going around saying I want to do terrible things to Angelica from the goddamn Rugrats, then yes, people will look at you fucking weird, and it's more than just looking at you weird. They will look at you weird and think that you're also a danger to children, you know? And if you do not like that, if you don't like that people feel that way, well, you either have to do what you're doing now and defend it, which is the worst thing you can do, or actually make a positive change within the anime community. Because I think people that defend lolicons up to this point, right? Up to this point, are not doing the anime community on a whole any favors. You know, it further proves people who probably would be into anime or want to get into anime, or the people who are just outside anime who have no interest in anime. It forces them to look at the entire anime community as a bunch of fucking degenerate freaks. And that's a sad thing. That's a sad reality. I'm in the anime community. I'm a bit of a degenerate, but I'm not that degenerate. I don't want to fuck kids. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do anything to kids. Jun Wong says, I wish people would get accurate with definitions. From context of its use in anime, Lycon shouldn't mean a creepy pedo. Yeah. Sam Davison, hi Ruby. Yeah, I agree. To be honest, no offense to anyone. Excuse me. To be honest, Jesus Christ, I can't read. To be honest, no offense to anyone, but even an old cartoon like G-Force was kind of loliconish. What the fuck is G-Force? They were like teen adults, but they always had the face of a baby. Jesus. I mean, I have thought about that too. Like, hold up. I have thought about that too. Like a lot of fucking anime from not anime cartoons and a lot of things from back in the day, like. Yeah, they're all fucking weird. They are a bit weird. It's not even we focus so much on the anime shit, right? Or animation because kids are geared to that, right? But it's like, well, what the fuck was not another teen fucking movie? They had naked characters and sexual window jokes and not another teen movie. We don't really talk like, yeah, the teens aren't really lolicons, but it's like. But you're still sexualizing Chris Evans' character in not another teen movie. How old was Chris Evans' character in that movie? Was he 17 or 18? Was he 16 or 17? You know what I'm saying? There's literally the yellow Power Ranger actress that's in that movie. She was in Power. I don't remember her name. She was the yellow Power Ranger in, I think, I forget which one. One of the ones in the late 90s, early 2000s. Her whole point in that movie is being a foreign exchange student, and she fucking walks around the entire movie butt ass naked. It's like she's like the best thing in the entire fucking movie. She's like the best part of the movie, man. And she's supposed to be a fucking high school girl. You don't think that's weird? You know what I'm saying? Like, this whole weird shit is not just an anime thing. It's everywhere. It's just anime gets the target because it's super popular right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be real. I understand lolis is like a way to gatekeep anime. But the problem is it has to be with the tourists, which they think anime is trendy until they went too deep. Yeah, that is kind of like an issue. Like, the tourists came in and he's seen all of this shit and like they're blown away. Like I've been watching anime since the fucking early 90s. My first anime was Ninja Scroll. That's not an anime for a fucking 3-year-old, 2-year-old to watch. You know what I'm saying? If you ever watched Ninja Scroll, you know what I'm talking about. That's not a good anime. So I've seen like just regular all the normal anime, not the hentai shit. I've seen all the wild shit in anime, you know, growing up from a teenager into an adult, you know. Like I've seen all the ecchi hentai, not hentai. I mean, I've seen the hentai, but I've seen all the ecchi mangas, not mangas. Fuck, I want to say anime. All the ecchi animes and all that shit. I know the tropes. I know all that shit, right? But from someone who hasn't been watching it for what like me for like what better part of almost damn near 3 decades or so, they're not gonna see, they're not gonna be privy to all that shit. Like, what the fuck is going on with Goku? I thought Goku was supposed to be this super strong guy. Why is he running around with his pants off, you know, as a little boy with his monkey tail all hanging out? You know what I'm saying? But really, Kana is actually over 1,000 years old. Here's my issue with that, Andrew. More than just she still has the body of a child, is that Kana, who is also one of my favorite characters, even though Kana is 1,000 years old, mentally she has the mind of an 8-year-old. So you don't you can't really fuck you can't even fuck an adult who's mentally stunted at 8 years of age. You know what I'm saying? Like they cannot consent. So it still doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. Let's get back to the video. Oops.
I need to really explain why this is bad, but it obviously is very disingenuous in trying to basically make a molehill into a mountain, or trying to make something look worse than it actually is. Pretty much saying that basically nobody would care if it was a drawing, but the fact that he removed that wording of anime from it, it makes people tune in more to what he's saying and believe what he's saying is actually talking about real victims and real people that are actually getting harmed. And to showcase that this tweet actually has been edited, by the way, here it is, the actual post here, as you can see, getting community noted, by the way. And if you go here to last edit, you click on this right here, you will see his original post at the bottom here. This is a legitimate post he made that he edited out anime.
Why does it matter? Why does it matter? He does not like people who sexualize underage kids. Get that through your head. All right? Slurp doesn't like that. He thinks you're a weirdo. He thinks you're a creep. Maybe you should have maybe you should have debated him. I don't know. Has Chibi Reviews ever been in a debate? Who knows?
He changed nothing else with it besides removing anime from the actual wording to basically make the post look way worse than it actually is. So this is actually insane. And this gets into the topic of what I just talked about, that it's really horrible that someone that dedicates their entire career and like presence online to actually go after criminals would actually compare a drawing to actually real victims. That's what's so disrespectful. And let me explain why this is a problem. So first off,
why is it a problem?
You are a police officer in, you know, the office at the county sheriff office or whatever, and you only have a certain amount of officers. Let's say there's 30 or 50 officers within the police office. You receive a call that apparently someone is harming someone, and you take this call, you take it very seriously because it's your job. So you go and investigate, and when you go and investigate whatever's going on, you come to find out it's actually just a drawing. It's a pixel on the screen. It's nothing. There's nobody being hurt. No.
That happened before in Louisiana. It's like, it had to been like 10 years ago. In Kenner, in just a town away from me. I could walk to Kenner, really. This actually happened, and the guy had some lolicon shit on his computer, and his girlfriend, I think it was, called the cops on him, and he was arrested for it. Here's the issue, Chibi Reviews, and here's the thing I should say. That guy not only had the lolicon, but he also had real child porn. Porn, whatever you want to say, right? This is raw. We said whatever the fuck we want. That's what it was. And he went to prison for that. So if I remember that word, if I'm remembering that correctly. Because I know what he's saying, like, oh, you're wasting their time. But you know, sometimes when there's smoke, there's fire. You know, when there's smoke, there is fire. And that's kind of my problem with the whole lolicon community, it's like they don't. It's like they're like, oh yes, these are just drawings. They're not real. They're imaginary. It's ink on paper. And like I get that, but every community, it doesn't matter. Every single community has every one of them. Doesn't matter which one. Comicsgate got a few. I mean, there was the whole Vic King thing. He was one of them. All right. Anime got some, comic book community got some, movie people, Hollywood, politicians, both Republicans and Democrats, eating babies. Like, it's a thing. And the fact that you gotta understand, these people, these types of people exist. And when you have some form of pornographic material, the thing they like, it's not out of the realm of possibility. It's not illogical to believe that people not only enjoy lolicons, but also enjoys real lollies.
Victims, nothing. It is just entirely a drawing on the screen. And I don't think I really need to outline why this is a problem, but all this does is it stalls police from being able to actually catch real criminals and help victims be able to recover.
Yes and no. Yes and no. Because if someone just has the lolicon and the police can't do nothing about it, which I believe they actually can, because I think lolicons apparently, not apparently, it should fall under obscenities. I'm not, someone correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not 100% sure, but it should fall under like some kind of obscenity laws or whatever, which wouldn't porn, like regular porn is not, whatever. And if that's the case, you probably can't get arrested, at least for that. You know, so there is still that part. Chibi Reviews. Just saying, buddy. Just say, look at that fucking face. Look how soft he is. Look how soft he looks. Look at all that estrogen, dude. There's no testosterone being pumped in that body. Seriously, man, we need more people in the anime community to be working out, getting fit, getting strong, eating healthy. I have been, even though I ate a whole box of fucking Raisin Canes and lemonade. That shit, oh my god. Oh, this lemonade was so fucking good.
It really just actually overloads the system, and it causes a limited amount of resources to
I just saw your chat. Awkward. Soy Reviews. Soy Reviews facts. What's up, Sam Davidson? Thank you for being on Rumble. Please subscribe to my Rumble. Join one. By the way, only the most psychopathic people could enjoy real CP because 90% of the time it shows an unwilling and unhappy child. Yeah. Yeah. I would imagine. Yeah. It's what I don't understand. Like, is regular porn just not good enough? It's a normal woman. A normal woman, is she not good enough? A normal female adult? Why a child? That would always boggles my mind. What is it about this kid? It got to be more than just it's taboo. It got to be more than it's just I like younger women. It got to be more than that. Someone would clip that. Jesus Christ. Please don't clip that. Please don't do that to me. God damn, I beg of you. But it has to be something. It just has to be.
Used for false calls. That's pretty much what happens in this case with people that can't separate fiction from reality. And so the fact that you have someone like Schlepp that his entire career is to try to bring people to justice, willing to water down a term and actually cause it to be harder to catch real PDFs is actually insane to me. Now, I do want to talk.
I think he kind of has a point here. All right. Here's the thing. Here's the issue. And this will be kind of hard. This is going to be something wild to say. All right. I won't even admit it myself. I'm not trying to be contrarian. But calling lolicons, like all lolicons, pedophiles, can be a wild thing. And it can water down the word and the term pedophiles. All right. Hear me out, guys. Please just hear me out. It can. And I've seen it beyond just the lolicon, because the lolicon community is just a niche community within the anime community, because not every anime weeb viewer lolicons or part of the lolicon community. Even if they may like a lolly character like Anya, everyone loves Anya from Spy X Family. That doesn't mean they want to fuck Anya. You know, they don't want to fuck her. They're not disgusting weirdos like that, right? But people have said that people have stated, I've seen a lot on Twitter especially back in the day, that if you enjoy anime, you are a weirdo freak pedo. Like a pedophile. If you watch Dragon Ball Z, you're a pedophile. You watch fucking Spy X Family, which is one of the most wholesome animes out there. You are a pedo. And that is a bit of a problem, you know? But, and there is a but, that problem also exists because of the anime community, because of the lolicons within the anime community, because the people within the anime community haven't done their due diligence in policing the community. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's a problem that someone like Chibi Reviews is doing. We need to police people like that. Yes, these people who wants to literally marry and have sex with these underage characters, and that's their fantasy, they need to be shamed. This stream is going to get age restricted. I just know it. But anyway, they need to be shamed. They need to be mocked. They need to be made fun of. They need to be beaten up, because that tarnish the fucking community itself. You know, again, like I said, people outside the community will look at you and think you're fucking weird for fucking liking this shit, right? And so it's important for us to come together and just be like, hey, let's say stop this, stop fucking saying you want to marry Anya. She's a fucking 8-year-old, you dumb freak. You know what I'm saying? And the lolicon community is not doing anything to fucking police. They should be the most willing to fucking police it. I mean, they may scream and be like, it's just lines on paper. We will never want to have sex with a child. But yet you have people within your community saying and doing very weird shit with people with beings that aren't ink on paper. You have that. You have these people that do that, and it's like, well, then when it happens, no one within the lolicon community say anything and be like, you're a fucking freak, you're disgusting, you need to get out of our community, you're making us look bad. That never happens. I've never seen that happen other than once with Mr. Anime. But with these other guys, I mean, and they all have like fucking sex den havens or on Twitters with thousands of lolicons sharing and trading lolicon images of their favorite lolicon characters doing terrible things to one another. They have that, and they're doing that in these communities, and there's no one there to tell them and correct them. And that's what the lolicon community has to do. And that is the problem. Yes, being called a pedophile for liking a line on ink on paper is tarnishing the word. But at the same time, you guys are not doing anything to fucking help repair your own reputation, to help give you a cleaner reputation. You're not like, yeah, I just like this fucking character, Kana. I don't want to marry her. I don't want to do any of these nasty, disgusting things to Kana. No, I don't want to do that, you know? But yeah, you're still like, no, leave me alone. I should be allowed to say things like, I want to marry and do terrible things to Anya from Spy X Family.
About something that does need to be acknowledged, and that is lolly in general. Now, look, I'm just going to outright say it. If you find lollies and stuff weird, completely fine.
That is fair. That is a fair thing to say, Chibi Reviews.
I think there is nothing wrong with someone thinking it's weird, bizarre, whatever. You don't want to associate with.
But why do people think it's weird? That's where you're... Wait, what's that? Oh, I'm not a child. Fucking YouTube. YouTube telling me I got 30 minutes until it's time for bedtime. Fuck off. Get out of my face. But why do people say that is weird, Chibi Reviews? Why do people say they don't want to associate with these types of people, Chibi Reviews? It's because it's pedophilia. It's because, or at the very least, it comes off as pedophilia. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have the fantasy about wanting to have sex with an underage character, then what's stopping you from having that same fantasy with children, actual children? I seen a tweet from Alex Rosenbaum today saying, "I fantasize about eating steak, and I can go and eat steak." Not his exact words. And so, if you fantasize about doing these terrible things to underage characters, what's stopping you from wanting it, the real thing, from real characters, real people, real individuals that can actually get hurt? And that's the thing that people are scared about. It's a warning. Case in point, that fucking weeb I talked about earlier, who got arrested for who was a weeb who defended Loli. Matter of fact, he was actually in the intro, by the way. He's the black guy holding the I think, what was it, a pillow or a picture of some anime character? The black guy, that's the one. He went to prison for 10 years. He got arrested in 2012 and he didn't get released until like 2020. All right. So what's stopping people like that? You know, there are warning signs, and people should, and it's fair for people to have those warning signs, to have those flags raised. It is fair.
People like that, fine, that's completely fine. It's well within your right to do that. However, you cross a line when you start calling people accusations that aren't true. For instance, you calling them a PDF, or you start comparing a draw.
Chibi, man, are you sure about that?
Or a pixel to an actual living, breathing human. There is a very hard line there that is crossed when someone does that. And all it does is...
I agree. There is a hard line. When that line gets crossed, then it's you're a fucking monster. You're a freak. Get the fuck out of here. I agree with that. But those lines get crossed. And I bet they get crossed a lot more often than you're willing to admit, Chibi Reviews. That you're willing to admit.
Water things down and makes the entire conversation very muddy, to where now when you have a conversation around stuff like this, like if someone's a PDF or not, what it comes down to is like, are they talking about a real person or are they talking about a drawing? And when you have something like this brought up into a conversation, it's already bad, and it's happening. It is something that has definitely grown exponentially in the last like 5 to 6 years, to where the conversation around this entire topic has been muddied and just tampered with, to the point to where people don't take it as seriously anymore, because people cannot separate fiction from reality, and all they have done is actually help criminals get away with stuff. And in fact, most of the time when people are this adamant about lolly content that are basically saying it is the equivalent of actual real people, most of the time, from what I have seen, they turn out to be some form of like a problem or a criminal themselves, or they have skeletons in the closet. Something is going on.
Wait, hold up. I was reading chat. What was that?
Is actually helped core past like 5 to 6 years, to where the class talking about a real person or are they talking about a drawing? And when you have something like this brought up into a conversation, it's already bad, and it's happening. It is something that has definitely grown exponentially in the last like 5 to 6 years, to where the conversation around this entire topic has been muddied and just tampered with, to the point to where people don't take it as seriously anymore, because people cannot separate fiction from reality, and all they have done is actually help criminals get away with stuff. And in fact, most of the time when people are this adamant about lolly content that are basically saying it is the equivalent of actual real people, most of the time, from what I have seen, they turn out to be some form of like a problem. Or
yeah, I also agree with that. There's a guy named Mr. Pizza. He was basically staunchly against people who like lolicons and anime. Lolicons and mostly anime, if I remember correctly. And he was found out to be a closeted a PDF file, a paddle. He got caught up in a sting, a police sting, and he wanted to do terrible things to a woman's. He believed a woman was something. Basically, he believed a woman was prostituting her daughter. But it was all a decoy, right? And I agree. But it's also on the other side too. Chibi Reviews. There are people within the anime lolly community, within the anime community and lolicon community who are also pedophiles who have also been caught. It has happened. So that argument is also moot. Like, yeah, it's like, yeah, when there are those types of people that are like, moral fagging it, right? Some of them could very well be hiding skeletons in their closets, but that doesn't erase that does not erase the potential and things that have actually happened of people within the lolicon community, within the anime community, that have also have skeletons in their closets, when they have been found out doing things or looking into things that they shouldn't be looking into and shouldn't be having on their hard drive, if you catch my drift. It has happened. So again, your argument is moot.
Criminal themselves, or they have skeletons in the closet. Something is going on there, and I feel like it's absolutely insane. Like this is really.
Yes, Dr. Pizza, Shiny Evolution. What did I say? I just want to say Dr. Pizza.
I
mean, his name was literally Dr. fucking Pizza. Clearly, he was one of those, PDFs.
Like Schlep should be really ashamed of himself for even making a post like this. Once again, if he wanted to call lollies and stuff weird, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. That is completely fine. But to go this far and then even to change his actual message to remove anime from it because he knows people don't take that seriously because it's not real, because it's not something to take seriously, that's just insane. And once again, you know what this makes me look at? His entire channel. It makes me look at, it's not about actually bringing justice to people to catch actual criminals. It's about making a profit.
No, how can you say that? And he's actually catching these fucking pedophiles. So what if he's making some money on the side for doing this? I mean, why not? Why not make money off the side of while doing a good thing? That is stupid, Chibi Reviews, with your soy face looking ass. That is very stupid. That is a dumb, ignorant thing to say. Why? Because he called you a cuck? I mean, maybe your fiance should have never cheated on you. Or you should have allowed her to cheat on you. Maybe you should have did more push-ups, get that round, soft-looking, pudgy face, and making it look like rock hard, like a man. You need to make your face be looking like a goddamn man. You look like a goddamn boy. Little pedo boy.
And making money off of it. And look, yeah, how can you not view it like that? Like, this person clearly doesn't potentially care about children if he's willing.
No, he cares a lot about children. Look at this. Look at his content. Clearly, he cares a lot about children. Just because he called a bunch of you guys or you pedophiles, you have to stop and at least think to yourself, why are they calling me a pedophile? What is a pedophile? Pedophile is a guy that is sexually attracted to minors. So why are they calling me a pedophile? I'm not sexually attracted to minors, but I do enjoy illustrations of minors in very sexual compromising poses. Maybe I am what they say I am. And then you take that and then you make a change and then you're like, you know what? I'm not going to consume this anymore. I'm not going to defend this anymore. I don't want to be called this anymore. Maybe you guys have went on the deep end. You guys definitely went on the deep end, Mr. Chibi Reviews, because we're not done with you.
To water down terms to this degree. That's what it looks like. It's not a good look. It's not. And I feel like this is just such a shameful thing to do. I cannot believe he actually did this. Now, with that being said, I will say I will always have the stance to protect fictional content. I have been very adamant about this for a very long time, and no amount of death threats, doxings, people trying to scare me off the internet, slandering my name, false accusations, whatever, nothing along that lines is going to make me stop talking about what I believe in and how people have a right to express themselves in art and also within literature. And basically, if people are going this hard after, let's say, lolly content, why aren't they going hard after Game of Thrones? There's some very crazy stuff with.
That's a fair point. But are there underage characters that are like I don't fucking read Games of Thrones or anything. That's kind of a fair point. That goes back to the whole fucking movies thing that I brought up, right? The Not Another Teen Movie. Like, aren't they all supposed to be like teenagers and they're doing all these sexual things? Like, yeah, that's a bit of a fair point. But again, you're also wanking it to fucking underage characters. You are wanking it, dude. So I don't know, buddy.
In Game of Thrones' books, by the way, that have actual characters that are technically not 18 plus within it. But for some reason, that is completely fine because you want to know why? It's popular. It's a big series. People accept it. But obviously now with anime reaching a new norm and people kind of encountering anime for the first time, and the main go-to voice now is to say anything that isn't mainstream shonen, like for instance Chainsaw Man or JJK, everything's icky or weird and needs to be gone, censored, and it's problematic. We could see this. There's a big shift. And there's a lot of hypocrisy. There's a lot of people only playing one side and not understanding, and they're picking and choosing what's a problem or not because they just don't like it. And at the end of the day, they don't really care about actual victims or people getting harmed. They're all in it.
I think they care a lot
being
about
able to make brownie points and clout and everything about that. That's basically what they're doing. And
that argument will only work on people who don't go out actually doing anything to these pedophiles, in my opinion. Chibi Reviews. That argument only work against those types of people. But when you're going up against someone like Schleppy Schlepp and Gideon and Alex Rosenbaum, who has went out there, put their necks out there, spent time getting and embarrassing these creeps, getting these creeps arrested, getting them off the streets, or those other guys like would go out there and actually beat the crap out of these peeps, these creeping peeps, then you have nothing to stand on. You have nothing to stand on. They bring this shit up, right? They bring this shit up about like Schleppy Schlepp, saying that Schleppy Schlepp is going around not actually protecting these kids or anything like that. He's just trying to profit off of them. But it's like, but what are you doing? What are you doing to protect the kids? You're not doing anything to protect them either. So shut the fuck up.
I'm just going to say it like it is, guys. I would make a lot more money and I would have a lot more sponsorships if I straight up just said Loli is bad. I would.
Then you should just start saying that Loli is bad. I got tongue tied there.
I'm just going to be blunt. I would make so much more money and I would be deemed less problematic to work with or anyone to talk with me if I just straight up went against it. But I won't, because I'm willing to separate and I see the difference between fiction and reality. I know there's a big difference, and trying to say they're the same hurts real people. And I feel like that is so.
I don't really think it hurts real people. You know, I don't think it does. I don't think any real person is getting hurt. You have to show proof to that any real person is being hurt by that. I don't think this helps real people either. Yet I have yet to see evidence on that, sort of, kind of, or enough evidence, I should say. But if a pedophile is caught in the anime community and they are arrested and going to jail, then that is helpful, regardless of how you feel.
So horrible to do to people, actual people that have went through stuff. So, long story short, I'm probably going to get mass hate for this video. Oh, I know.
Yes, you are. And that's pretty much over, all right? That's done. That was fucking soy-faced Chibi Review. Soy-faced reviews or something. Look at it. Oh, my God. Look at his face. Like, oh, my Jesus Christ, dude. Go work out. Go eat some meat. Go, like, seriously, man. No wonder your fiance left you. Oh, my goodness. Now, here's the thing about Chibi Reviews. He just defended, he has just defended Lolicon. All right. I don't think he really did a good job. Or I think his defense still have holes in it. And that the holes is simple. you're still jerking off to fucking underage kids. That's what you're doing. You're still jerking off to underage kids. You're still the kid, even though they're lines on paper, that is still a child. You know, that's what people will say. That's what I'm saying. That is still a child. So what's your fucking point, bro? By the way, I would like to say, thank you, Sam Davidson. Sam Davidson is now a monthly supporter. Thank you very much. If you become a monthly supporter over on Rumble, guys, that'll be great. You will be able to further help the show. You'll be supporting me, and I don't mind your support. By the way, I've also linked my Ko-fi at the top of the plate of the comments. So if you want to, throw a few dollars my way, you don't have to. You don't have to throw anything my way, but if you want to, well, I won't be against that either. I did have super tips set up for a bit, but something's going on with super tips, so I don't know exactly what it is. You're a pedophile in prison. You don't last long. If you're a pedophile in prison, you don't last long. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, you don't last long at all. Those guys get fucked bad. Ruby, do you think the typical aspects of the art of manga and anime have become synonymous with lolicon? Like the big eyes, heart-shaped chin? That's a really good question. To the people that are not very familiar with anime, the normies, I guess you will say some people will now say what the tourists. I think yes, a lot of people would say that about lolicon. I would say yes, it is synonymous in a way with lolicons, but it's wrong. They're wrong. Because just because the character may have big eyes, and the big round heads and all that bullshit doesn't necessarily mean that character is a child. Hell, what they don't know is a lot of the shit goes the opposite way. Like, look at Yoko Littner from fucking I'm about to say Code Lyoko. That's not a fucking anime. Yoko Littner from fucking Gurren Lagann. When you first are introduced to Yoko Littner, she is fucking 14. And when you look at Yoko Littner, you're like, that bitch ain't 14. She's not 14, but she's supposed, canonically speaking, she's 14. By the time you get towards the middle and the end of the series, she becomes a woman. So you can go jerk off to Yoko Littner if you want, you fucking freaks. But yeah, and I mean that alone fucking muddies the water too, right? But then you got but really maybe Yoko Littner wasn't the best example, but a clearer example will be like that goes against that. Is like, look at characters from Berserk. Look at Faye Valentine from Cowboy Bebop. Revy from fucking Black Lagoon. There are a lot of mature female characters that don't have that, that stereotypical anime design. That I can say the stereotypical anime design. So. Yes, it is synonymous, but only to those that are not very familiar with anime. I've heard like people that are not familiar with anime talk about anime and saying like, "Oh, look, they designed them to look like children." I mean, well, you haven't been watching enough anime. You haven't been watching enough anime and reading enough manga. I played violent video games. I didn't Minecraft. Wait, what? Wait, you didn't Minecraft? What do you mean you didn't kill people? Just masculine anime with actual good art design. Your Fat says most of the anime communities are weirdos. The neckbeards to the fedoras and the neckbeards and Jesus Christ, I can't read. The neckbeards to the fedoras and hey, look at Spirit's latest video. Spirit, what is he doing? What's that man doing? I mean, I'm picking on my anime art. I like beautiful anime style, which can be used with masculine stories. Just isn't as often. Yeah, Dr. Pizza was a leftist though. Yeah, that is true. He was a lefty predator. Yeah. That's why Yellow Flash was sus when he was raging against veto protests too much. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't call Yellow Flash a pedophile because he was raging against Vito. Because here's the thing: Vito was saying some real out of the wall shit. I was raging at Vito at one point until I really got to listen to Vito on Flashcast. I'm like, oh, okay, you're just telling jokes and you're just doing this for shock value. But the moment Vito steps out of line, it's fucking forever. I don't think Vito is an actual pedophile. I think people need to stop. I think people go after someone like Vito because it makes them feel good, because they want to believe that he's actually that good. And they have a way and a means to be like, yeah, he is totally a pedophile because he said he was, because he said so. Sam Davison 80 says many experts have said because comics, manga, anime is like a shorthand interpretation of reality. The mind's eye fills in the blanks, potentially increasing sexual arousal more than reality. Jesus Christ, maybe they're right. Maybe they're onto something, man. Shut up, Cuck Reviews, and go sit in your corner. Yeah, you tell them, Uncle Vegas. In the books, they're underage. That's the whole point. They're like young people forcing to become adults. But the book isn't showing Jaime Lannister railing his sister. Okay, so I never read the books. I guess that would be different, right? Because it's not like it's written. It's not illustrated. I guess there's a difference, you know? Yeah. Couple of more. My pleasure, Ruby. I applaud your stance on this subject. Thank you. Would you consider the art in Absolute Batman manga / anime? It seems like it's trying to mesh westerns and comic stuff. I think the art is good. Usually, I think the art is good. I tried reading the first issue of Batman, Absolute Batman. I couldn't get through it. I didn't really care for it. And I haven't picked up another issue. But the art, the one thing I can't say about it is I can't say the art is bad. The art is unique. I like it. I don't know if I would call it anime, but there might be some anime influences in it, yes. And I think it's doing it well. Like 10, 20 years ago, in my opinion, I used to call that shit fake anime trash. You know what I'm saying? Like you're trying to be anime you're trying to be a manga, but you're too scared to go. You're too scared to actually be a manga. You know what I'm saying? And it just never looked right. In my opinion, it just never looked right. It always felt fake. But I think nowadays, and I think because most people have been raised on manga and they draw manga a lot more, I think nowadays they kind of gotten better at it. I'm fine if it's just jokes, but some of the people are worried. But wait, excuse me. I'm fine if it's just jokes, but some of the people are worried aren't joking when they say it. Yeah, it's a problem. Like those that aren't joking, like how can you tell if they're actually joking? And the problem is you gotta wait till something come out if it ever comes out. Um, Vito should never did that. Should never did those shock value jokes. You know what I'm saying? And I get their jokes. Like sometimes those jokes are good amongst friends. Sometimes some jokes are good when you say them with friends within your friend group, but not out there in public. You know what I'm saying? Not out there in on the internet. I think people forgotten that, or it wasn't taught that. You know what I'm saying? Not everyone's a good comedian, and not everyone will take a joke, very well because everybody on the internet is hypersensitive. Now, here's the thing about Chibi Reviews. All right. Here's the thing that Chibi Reviews mentioned in that video where he's defending himself that, hey, look, guys, I've been getting death threats for 1,000 times. I've been doxxed, yada yada. And I believe that so. He's also been saying, like, you can't call people pedophiles, because that's fucked up. That's fucked up if you call people pedophiles. Well, here's the thing. Chibi Reviews. Remember what I was saying about these guys are not helping the anime community, right? I mean it. They're really not helping the anime community. You had someone like Mr. Anime. I forgot what Mr. Anime did exactly, but I know it was bad. Or matter of fact, let me use a better example. What's his fucking face? Trixie the Golden Witch, aka aka Jesus Christ's name for Digibro. There you go. AKA Digibro. Frog Tony's best friend in the entire world. He loves him more than Tranny Jack. And he said on Dick Masterson's show that he wants to fuck his sister. His underage sister. You want to get a cabin somewhere and have sex with his underage sister. Now, nothing has ever came out about Trixie the Golden Witch, other than now he's a trans. So nothing has ever came out about that guy beyond words. Because he can even write that off as it was just a joke. You know, it was just a joke. It's a terrible thing to say. All right. It's a terrible thing to say. Like I said, some jokes are just not good to say them out in public. Maybe it's okay when you're talking to your friends in private, but when you go out there in public, people will have a totally different fucking image of you. Now, these fucking lolicons, they defend this shit tooth and fucking nail. They're saying they're just lying on paper. You can't call us pedophiles. That's terrible. Think about the actual victims. Think about them. And Chibi Reviews is one of the guys that is spearheading this shit, right? Well, look at this shit. This video comes from my boy. This video comes from my boy. Konosuke, Scrap Daddy Konosuke. By the way, guys, go subscribe to Konosuke and tell him Ruby King sent you. This is an older video about Chibi Reviews. He had a whole big thing about him. Chibi Reviews apparently was scamming people like a year ago. Was this a year ago? Yeah, a year ago. He was scamming people about a year ago, right? And that's not what I want to talk about. I don't want to talk about the scamming shit. Is the scamming shit scamming his audience, his fans, his subscribers? Is that bad? Hell yeah, it's fucking bad. I don't like it either. But here, and this is, oh fuck, I shouldn't be showing this shit. Whatever. Here's the thing. Here's the thing about Chibi fucking Reviews. Here's the thing. He got caught in 4K.
Victim. No one's
Let my boy Konosuke show you.
gonna show up to your fucking house over here, and it's kind of hilarious. In mind, account while having access to bed on the shark after you made a video on anime girl behind you. So
anyway, I'm not gonna play all of it, but anyway, here's the thing with this. Let me increase this. Let me read all this. I'm only doing this because I went on fucking went on Kiwi forums to see if I can see any of this, and I didn't see that shit. So I'm going to explain to you. Jacobs, which is, I believe, Chibi Reviews' real name. Jacobs was already known among the Shardy after he made a video after the site Nimlel, the devs behind the coffin of Andy and Lelel, in which he mispronounced the site's name. This became a meme among the site. One of the users who saw the drama made a thread on the Shardy in which the user completed his docs and got his dead brother's docs and requested a personal army to mess with him. And mess with him they did. One of the raiders managed to leak Chibi's password. This allowed the raiders to gain access into his DeviantArt account. While having access, they changed his profile pic to the site to the site emblem and change the profile description. However, one of the raiders decided to look into the account's favorites, which showed he liked photos of Lolicon and real children. Soon after, Jacob made tweets falsely accusing the raiders of uploading CSAM. CSAM is basically child porn. CSAM to his hacked account to show the people who dislike me. I guess this is what he's saying. The people who dislike me and don't think jerking off the anime children is good are the real pedophiles. Why is he liking images of real children? Look at this. That's creepy. That's weird. Look at this. Look at this. And with the fucking anime girls, that doesn't seem right. If you're in that community of lolicons, right? Wouldn't it make sense for you to distance yourself in every way possible from real children? Wouldn't you want even ignoring the actual lolicon, the images, all right? Even ignoring that, wouldn't it make sense not to have this? Even like that's why you gotta have integrity too, you know? Like what you do in private will reflect what you also do when you're not in private, you know? Wouldn't it like why like this little girl? What is there to like about it? Is it family? I doubt it. So it's fucking weird. It really is. And again, this shit is what make the fucking anime community looks bad. That one makes you look bad, Chibi Reviews. That's why people will call you a fucking child enthusiast. That's why they would do that. Because of shit like that. It's weird, it's creepy, it's sus, as the kids say. Very, very sus. Mr. Chibi Reviews. Here's the other thing. All right, now this one isn't from Chibi Reviews. This one is from Chibi Reviews. This one is from someone else. Let me see. I mentioned Alex Rosenbaum. Now, Alex Rosenbaum, I would have went deep into this, but I'm kind of running out of time. Alex Rosen, here it is. Alex Rosen had went to Indianapolis and he has caught a pedophile. This is what he do. He goes out and he hunts pedophiles. I thought I was following him. He hunts them. He gets them arrested. He got a lot of these pedophiles arrested, but this one pedophile in Indianapolis didn't get arrested. They let him go. They didn't bring him to the they basically ignored him. Hey, listen, guys, they ignored him. He's into Lolicon, not even this Lolicon, because I went through this whole thing. This guy that Alex has caught, this guy right here, he's not only is into Lolicons, but he's also into actual real fucking children, real ones. He had got a I think it's called Mega or Megal, basically where you can get like videos or whatever. I've been on Mega, whatever it's called. A friend used to share like leaked leaked videos of Death Battle. Like, yeah, he used to share like leaked videos of Death Battle to me. He did like twice, and that was pretty fucking fun. I was like, oh, you got the Death Battle leaks? Like, yeah, I got the Death Battle leak. Oh yeah, I want to see the fight. I think that's how I also got to watch the last Goku vs Superman Death Battle. And that's the only bit I had with Megal, whatever the fuck it's called. This guy, this fucking creep, was on Megal looking at getting fucking images and videos of real life kids, real life teenagers, doing sexual things, doing things that you should not have. Basically, he had CP. All right. He had actual CP. Admit it. You can go watch this whole video. Maybe I might EFAP it one day, but it's too long. You gotta it's fucking insane. And he got away. The cops did not arrest. The cops were there. They did not arrest him. But here he is, admitting to liking Lolicon. So let's play. Let's listen to this.
You know, they're always like 2 is the lolly, 2 is the lolly, and then chapter 3 is the mom with giant tits.
What videos have they shown of Loli?
Mostly schoolgirl stuff.
How do the girls look in the Loli stuff?
You know, they're always like, oh, she's a 900-year-old witch or something, but they look like they're 13, 14.
Okay. And you've also just spanked to some child porn before, too?
I mean, 16 and up, yeah, but not like
16 and up. He's going to say, yeah, but not like, 9-year-old, 16 and up, guys.
I'm not into like the 9-year-old getting banged by her school teacher in hentai. More into like the high school cheerleaders caught in the locker room.
Right. But they've shown stuff of 9-year-old.
Oh yeah, on hentai all the time. You can't go anywhere in the anime world and not see that shit.
But they even showed like real life stuff of 9-year-olds too on some of these sites.
Oh, I'm sure they have, but I've never like gone out of my way to look for it.
How many times did you come across it?
In the year alone, probably several.
Really?
Yeah, like Lecture TV's super bad about it. What's that other site? Thisvid.tv. TV, no, .vt.
Uh-huh.
I think it's like videotapes or whatever is for the VT and shit.
Yeah, you guys get it. So this guy is this guy's a real creep. I'm telling you. There was the other one I want to show you guys. Bookmarks. I'll show you the other one. So like these are his tweets right here, right? This is the guy. This is the same guy. All right, here he is. I forgot his name. Here's his tweets. Look at that. Oh, I never done that before. LOL, have you thought about it? Yeah, I guess. Do you like the idea of your mouth being filled and not being able to breathe? Is that what you like? LOL. LOL, kind of depends on how big it is and your gag reflex. This is him talking to what he believes is a child. This is what he is. These are like the same messages I used to get when I was fucking pretending to be a little girl myself. All right, that is, and this guy didn't get arrested. This guy did not get arrested at all. Here's the next part. Where is it? The bookmarks. This is the actual video of him confronting the guy. And this, where is it? This is him talking about the Indianapolis police. Where's the video with the actual police? Oh, here it is. Order 666, useless IMPD news. Indianapolis police admit child molester. Let's admitted child molester walk free. Dylan Kruger is being protected by cops despite being despite admitting to molesting two kids, and they just let him go. They just let him go. They don't do anything.
Okay, so this is Dylan Kruger. This is a Lolicon enthusiast here, and he admitted in front of these officers that he had sexual contact with two underage kids, including sex with one. And
that's all you need to know. And they let him go. They let him go. And this guy is in our community, and no one is speaking up against him. No one within the anime community. Chibi Reviews isn't going on this and going on to this post and saying, this guy's a fucking monster. This guy is a fucking degenerate. We need to lock him up. We need to do all the most horrible things we need to do to people like him. You don't see that. And that's the problem with the fucking Lolicon community. They will protect their own and ignore when their own do terrible things like what he did. Self-admitted. And to the fucking police. The pedo freely admitted to crimes such as child molestation, and then us making a report to the opposite is the opposite of vigilante. Oh wait, yeah, that's the fun part. No, just kind of tongue twisted that. But here's the thing: I'm all out of water. But here's the thing: here's this guy was a pedophile, a Lolicon pedophile. He says he's not into the 9-year-olds, but whatever he came across it. He probably didn't watch that shit. Let's just be honest. This was in Indianapolis. The Indianapolis Metropolitan Police is aware of a video circulating on social media involving an officer and a social media host regarding allegations of potential child sex abuse. The video does not include important context surrounding the interaction at the scene. A police report was complete, and detectives with the Internet Crime Against Children (ICAC) I guess that's what you say. Unit were notified of the allegations and will initiate a proper investigation. While we need community members to speak up and notify us of criminal activities, we also need to be clear. Law enforcement agencies cannot use vigilante gather information to make an arrest. Why? Why can't you use vigilante gather information to make an arrest? Can you at least put it into consideration? Information must be gathered through established legal processes to ensure it is admissible in court. evidence obtained improperly or outstanding these procedures can undermine or derail an investigation, potentially allowing offenders to evade accountability and placing victims at greater risk of harm. IMPD can and does rely on legitimate tips. They can rely on legitimate tips from the community, which can play an important role in the initiating investigation. However, vigilante actions are not a substitute for law enforcement and can ultimately do more harm than good. What the fuck is this? Is this not good enough? Oh, I never saw that before. It looks like a worm. It's going inside you. You're gonna kiss it and nuzzle it too. Okay, I can. You're such a slutty daughter. I'm gonna record you fucking it and saying sorry to your mom because you're a broken little cum dump. Is that not good enough, Indianapolis? This is why I started fucking this shit right here. This shit is right here is why I started to blackmail these faggots. This shit. This shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. And that what happened, man. And this guy got away. This guy basically got to walk free. Pathetic. And again, he's in the anime community. But this guy also destroys Chibi Reviews' entire argument. Entire argument. Completely destroyed. And look at this one. I don't really want to go after Down to Fuck, but goddamn, I kind of have no other choice. This week is just showing the pedo hunters. This week is just showing that pedo hunters are nothing but terrible people who do nothing but help actual victims and more often just help the pedo. What the fuck are you talking about, Dalton? What the fuck are you talking about? Always down to fuck? Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that, Dalton? Oh, but I guess this right here. I guess this right here hurts actual victims. You know what I'm saying? I guess this right here hurts actual victims. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, dude. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. None of you Lolicon guys know what the fuck you're talking about. Just admit it. You got a problem. There's a problem within that community, and you guys aren't really doing anything to solve it. You want to protect your Lolicon, and I get it. I'm an advocate. I'm a free speech advocate. I'm like, yeah, draw whatever you want. Do whatever you want. But you can't tell me that there aren't people within the anime community, specifically the Lolicon community, that are far more degenerate than the normal degeneracy. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. Than normal degeneracy. You cannot tell me that. Anyway, that was fun. Let's read the rest of these chats. That was fun, guys. This was a really good stream. I very much appreciate it. Thank you all. Thank all of you for coming over and hanging with me. You know, this wasn't like me talking about Frog Tony. I want to do something different. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to always talk about Frog Tony. I don't want to always talk about Liam. But I will talk about Frog Tony and Liam at some point. A lot sooner than later. Give it time. A lot sooner than later, guys. Give it time. So I'm going to read a few of your chats, and then we are going to make our way out of here. All right. Starting with T2. I'm fine. Oh, yeah, I read that already. I'll start here. Let's be adults about Chibi. We get the point that he needs to improve himself. Instead of being in his room too much and maybe spend more time at the gym and do some volunteer work. Still, we can't be childish over him by name calling him or dunking on him. If you're liking children images, Shiny, I think that should be made fun of and you should be dunked on. There's no need to like the images of people's children on DeviantArt of all places. Also, Chibi doxed himself since he left his Facebook link online, which we know why. Yeah, that was stupid of him. These are jokes, but Trixie was not joking. I don't think Trixie was joking. Is Trixie from Alabama? I don't think so. You guys know FF16. Wait, what? Do you guys know FF16? Do you need Final Fantasy 16? Okay, you guys know FF16 has the F word in it and naked folks. When did FF become it? Wait, really? I never played FF16. Final Fantasy 16. Sam Davidson 80. In my opinion, when a guy gets older, there should be a natural attraction to adult female body close to their own age of development, and not a child. He has to be a mental illness or chemical imbalance, in my opinion. Maybe it's a chemical imbalance. Like, I get liking younger women, like people that are like adult. Like, you got to be old enough to drink. Women, you know what I'm saying? I get that. There is an attraction with youth. You know what I'm saying? But when that youth is way younger than 21, 20, 19, 18, then that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? That's a real problem. Because, like, yeah, think about it. If you're an older guy, a younger woman, like a guy, an older man can still, do his thing, right? Older women, probably not. Younger women, it's probably more likely you can still create other babies. That makes sense to me. But when you go younger than that, where it's like, I don't know if a fucking 16-year-old should be having your child. That's a real problem. So yeah, it could definitely be a chemical imbalance. Maybe. I just wonder if there's been enough research on this shit, as there has been with like serial killers. I'm not taking up for the cops, but there are a lot of variables there. They talk about it on To Catch a Predator. Some of the states won't allow you to arrest unless it's a complete cop. Yeah, I think that's stupid, though. I think it's real stupid. If you have evidence, regardless of what they have, if the guy's showing evidence to meet up with a child, he's in the fucking home to meet up with a child. He's near the home. He's sending pictures. And it's more than just sexy talk. That's a fucking issue. That's a big issue. That should be more than enough evidence to show intent, at least, to lock that person up. That's my opinion. Them admitting they did this as part of Rosen Opt would get the offenders off in court. Then they'd be in the win with the cops, not even able to surveil these folks. It's probably with the states and Fed laws. Yeah, I can agree with that. Seems like for convenience, their laws use the term vigilantes as loose as needed. Maybe. Thank you, Ruby. Great work. Thank you. Thank you, Sam. This was pretty similar to Frog Tony content. Really? Well, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. He may talk in your stream since our talk become lost media. Oh, wait, Chibi Reviews? You spoke to Chibi Reviews? I'm with Ruby King on this one. Agreed. Thank you. Also, OF should raise the age limit up to 19. Since I know some girls who post their nudes before they turn 18. It's a problem. Yeah, there's a lot of girls that are doing that from what I've heard, and that is a big no. There should be something that could happen to girls who are underage doing that shit. Like those girls are like doing it to make money. I'm pretty sure they are. I mean, if I was a little girl, I would fucking do it to make some money. Yeah, you fucking creep. Give me $1,000. Here's my feet pics. Oh, you want to see me put drizzle fucking what's that fucking caramel drizzle on my toes? There you go, you fucking weirdo. $500. Bet those girls make bank in high school. But yeah, that's actually that's actually would be fair, Give them time to like delete that shit. Yeah. Anyway, this was a good stream, guys. Again, thank you all for showing up. Let me see if there's any nope. Let me check Kofi. If anyone put anything in my money can, my poor man can. What's it called when you dangle the can to get money? Nope, that's fine. That is fine. Thank you guys once again. Hopefully next time I can have super tips up and running, and Streamlabs and all that shit up and running for later. Because Streamlabs is fun. This was a good stream. I enjoyed it. It's been a while since I've done a stream like this, especially a solo stream like this myself. God, I love it. Thank you, God. And don't worry. I think the next stream, unless something happens, I will be talking about Frog Tony and maybe a little bit about Liam. To be honest with you, I don't really like talking about Liam all that much. Frog Tony, on the other hand, yes, I will talk about him. He's fun to talk about. He's fun to make fun of, in my opinion. So yeah, again, guys, please, mods, if you can, please, guys, go and subscribe to my Kick. Oh, well, I don't got my Kick link. Go and subscribe to my my Twitch and my Rumble account. Subscribe to this channel, but definitely go and subscribe to my Twitch and Rumble account, because you may not get a chance to see me again. You know, I mean, who knows how long this channel will last, you know? So guys, go and subscribe there. That'll be very, 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 very helpful. Let's build a community. Let's build something. Let's do it. I lost that chance, but now I'm back at it. I'm more inspired than ever. Get your money. Get your money. Talk about them all. Yeah, I'm going to talk about them. I mean, it'd be stupid to talk about them. I was actually planning for this stream to be about Frog Tony, but I said, you know what? No, I don't want to talk about him. Not on my first stream. I don't want to be just about Frog Tony, because we are analyzing everything. We're analyzing everyone. It doesn't matter who. As long as I find it enjoyable, everybody will get it. And at some point, I may allow people to join the stream. You know, you might see Cynic. You might see 90s. You maybe even see Wungun, but that's later. That's not too far into the future. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, this is me building my own thing and doing my own thing. But again, you guys, I'm not leaving FFS. I mean, the King stream and CG Church, those are my babies. I made those before I met any one of you guys. Most of you guys. I mean, fuck. Uncle Vegas can contest to the King stream, and Shiny Evolution, Evolution cosplayer can contest to that. They can be like, yeah, Ruby King was streaming the King stream back in 2022, in 2021 when I met him. Blah blah blah. You know, so please, guys, go over there. Go over to my Kick. Go over to my Rumble. Go over to my Twitch. Go and subscribe. Follow me there, because I will be streaming at some point solely on there, but we need to use YouTube to get the audience. So anyway, thank you guys. I don't have an outro, and I'll catch you guys Thursday for a Pokemon Nuzlocke. We're going to do that again, also on YouTube as well. So yeah, peace the fuck out. Good stream. Good stream. Bye.